It's been an awfully long and extremely difficult journey for families of the SANDF soldiers who were killed in the eastern DRC. Last week, South African authorities released the names of the fallen troops. The repatriation process has been delicate and led by the United Nations. The joint SADC East African Community Summit kicked off in Tanzania, Dar es Salaam. The ministers of the two blocs and other prominent leaders are clear that the eastern parts of Congo deserve long-lasting peace.
The security situation in the eastern part of DRC remains volatile, characterized by attacks by M23 and the capture of Minovo, Sake and Goma, which resulted in the death and casualties of civilians and peacekeepers, worsening an already fragile security and humanitarian situation in eastern DRC. What is more concerning is that the instability has disproportionately affected women, children, and persons with disability. We are all aware that this joint meeting has been convened in fulfillment of the decision of the Extraordinary Summit of Heads of State and Government of 31st January 2025 in Harare, the Republic of Zimbabwe, where summit assessed the precarious and fast-evolving security situation in DRC and called for an immediate joint summit of SADC and EAC to find the best way forward.
The SADC boss says this gathering must yield positive results for the Congolese who have suffered immensely.
In our quest to find lasting peace and security in DRC, SADC has continued to provide support towards two major political and diplomatic processes which are aimed at facilitating dialogue, namely the Luanda process led by His Excellency João Manuel Gonçalves Lorenzo, President of the Republic of Angola, and the African Union Champion on Peace and Reconciliation in Africa, and the Nairobi process led by His Excellency Uhuru Kenyatta, former President of the Republic of Kenya. This joint meeting of ministers, therefore, marks a significant step in the spirit of solidarity and collaboration between members of SADC and EAC in finding a lasting solution to the security situation in the DRC, a member country that belongs to the two ranks. We therefore remain hopeful that our collective actions to address the security situation in DRC will not only bring peace and stability in the country, but also to the broader regions that the DRC is a member to.
Meanwhile, the East African Community boss says the blocs are determined to work together in addressing the Congo crisis.
The EAC Summit of Heads of State meeting in an extraordinary session on 27th January 2025 deemed it necessary to address the matter in complementary partnership with SADC counterparts based on the shared values and concerns. As Secretariat, we have jointly followed through on the decision of the summit, hence this meeting today. The technical work we shared with you to support this meeting is not conclusive, but it is meant to provide a basis for broad deliberations. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, in conclusion, I want to assure you that my office and staff as the Secretariat of the East African Community remain fully available to support your deliberations. We look forward to a positive, implementable, impactful outcome.
The heads of state from SADC and East African Community will attend the session on Saturday. Khumalo, SABC News, Johannesburg.